Good evening, Cardinal family and friends. My name is Miosha Williams, principal of Scott County High School, and I would like to welcome you to the 2020 graduation for Scott County High School.
Hello, I'm Dr. Kevin Hubb, Superintendent of Scott County Schools, and it's my honor to be here today with you, the Scott County High School graduating class of 2020. This is a time unlike any other. In the hearts of your families and the teachers who love you, you are a class unlike any other. It is with a great deal of personal pride and satisfaction that I have both the honor and privilege of celebrating this accomplishment with you. The support you have received from family and friends is immeasurable. Class of 2020, please join me in thanking them for their cooperation, understanding, and guidance that they have given you through your years in school. Beginning in kindergarten and over the last 13 years, you have worked and practiced and played and studied. You have grown physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Many of you were born in the wake of a national crisis. From the moment you entered the world, you have left your mark on history. The past few weeks is no exception. You have proven your resilience and your unrelenting determination. Now you are prepared to begin another journey, a journey that I pray will be both long and successful. And no matter where that journey takes you, we hope that you will always consider Scott County High School as your home. On behalf of the Board of Education and its professional staff, I want to congratulate you and wish you much happiness and success as you leave us and look forward to the next adventure in your life. We are so excited to see where your journey takes you. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Alex Wesley, and I'm the senior class treasurer. The phrase, "a time of uncertainty," has been overused the past few months. It has lost meaning. You hear it everywhere, from the news to public officials to every commercial. However, the phrase cannot just be applied to the present. 4 years ago, we walked into Scott County High School to start our new chapter. It was also a time of uncertainty. We started the chapter with a little trepidation, but overwhelming excitement. And through the successes and losses we faced, Scott County High School has been home to it all. Freshman year was a new beginning. The previous 3 different middle schools melded together to form our class of 2020. 2016 was a year that many of us tried to navigate new surroundings. Often we felt hesitant, uncomfortable, and nervous. Upperclassmen were intimidating, classes were harder than before, and we were concerned about finding our people, our place. But over time, we became more comfortable. The 9th grade center halls did not seem as daunting as before. We developed relationships with our teachers. We had interesting days like the school-wide blackout when even the toilets quit working. We found solitude in places like the library, the gym, or in the choir hallway. We began to learn languages. We sang in musicals, cheered on sidelines, competed in conferences through clubs like DECA, HOSA, Y Club, and FFA. We practiced instruments and played sports. We drew, we sang, we laughed, we learned, we dreamed, and we grew. We stepped out of our comfort zone, and through this, new friendships and memories were made. Suddenly, the next 3 years did not seem as daunting anymore. We knew what it meant to be a Scott County Cardinal. We knew what it was like to be part of a community. We began this chapter together, and with a few downs, but plenty more ups, we will end it together too. There's no other group of people I would want to start or end this journey with, so class of 2020, thank you. I now have the pleasure of introducing your senior class reporter, Sarah Arnold, as she reflects sophomore year of high school.
Hi guys, my name is Sarah Arnold, and I'm your senior class reporter. If you're like me, you can't even remember what you had for breakfast, let alone what happened 3 years ago. So let me remind you. Tide Pods, Avengers Infinity Warfare, Hawaii's Missile False Alarm, the Solar Eclipse, Fortnite, and sophomore year. The year that we were no longer the bottom of the high school totem pole, no longer tiny freshmen that everyone made fun of. We were finally a part of the actual high school, another new building, and what seemed like a scary place to get used to. We went from tiny freshmen to hitting the no drama button with the one and only Joe Pat Covington. Sophomore year was the only year we got to hit the no drama button before switching to being passionate, engaged, and the best versions of ourselves. Sophomore year was the first time we stepped foot into the building that most of us would finish high school in. SC is king, need I remind you, 72-7. We started to find our real place in true high school. We found our friend groups that we would laugh, cry, and make memories with for the next 2 years. Sophomore year was the year we took over Georgetown's roads, getting our permits and making our parents start to feel a little old. We started to feel like we were growing up, having more freedom. Little did we know it would go by so fast and end so quickly. Sophomore year opened up a door of independence and decision-making. We began to choose our own paths and started learning how to navigate through adulthood. Scott County High School has seen us grow, evolve, and mature. Being a Cardinal has come with so many memories that I will cherish forever. Every moment at Scott County has shaped me into the person I am today. Class of 2020, you all have been my family. Now, I'd like to introduce you all to your senior class secretary, Cheney Harris, who will reflect on junior year.
Hello, class of 2020. I'm Cheney Harris. As the senior class secretary, I would like to reflect on last year. Junior year. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. Personally, this is my preferred year of high school. Especially with the pandemic taking place, junior year has more meaning to me. I'm not going to lie, but preparing the speech brought tears to my eyes. The memories rushed to my head of all the good times and became overwhelming. This was when we thought the end wasn't in sight. This was when the daily activities of being with our friends and family seemed permanent. Unfortunately, I can surely say any form of a normal life is not promised. With the foundation of some other high school expected to open next year, 2019 was clearly our last year together. And with the 9th grade center now no longer, Scott County was closer together than ever. Our junior year brought many triumphant moments, such as a state championship berth in both football and basketball. With the phrase "one town, one team" being echoed throughout the county, it is safe to say we gave it our all and left it on the field. Key games that year included the 28-27 victory against Frederick Douglass in the playoffs for football and the 64-61 victory against Covington Catholic in the Sweet 16 for basketball. Our junior year brought us our first prom in the theme of Old Hollywood. This happened to be the largest prom in the state of Kentucky that year. It was a night to remember and enjoy ourselves with the people we've known our whole lives. Whether it was taking prom pictures or getting jiggy on the dance floor, prom was special to all of us one way or another. But with the celebration and excitement, junior year also brought us important assignments. The stress from the last 9 weeks with AP exams, the ACT, and finals was overwhelming. No, it didn't kill us, but up until that point, these became the most important task we've been given. Though our junior year was relatively normal, what has taken place in 2020 has made me realize this. Last year consisted of our final goodbyes. Sure, we got to go back to school this year, but think about this. We had our last day of school without even knowing it. We didn't get the closure that most students get to receive. When we had our last day of school for junior year, we got to enjoy it knowing it would not return. We had our prom not knowing it was our last. Junior year had our prom, which happened to be also our senior prom. And as an athlete that got to compete during senior year, I can only imagine how the seniors on the basketball team in any spring sport feel. To me, and hopefully to you, junior year was the senior year we should have had. Now, to our local meteorologist, the man you can tell, wouldn't you like to know, weather boy, reflecting on our senior year, Wilson Insco.
Hello, class of 2020. My name is Wilson Insco. I'm your senior class vice president. Now, our senior year was far from normal. We walked into school on March 13th and were excited for the next 3 weeks off, and we treated it as a normal school day. But at that time, we did not know that it would be our last. No final goodbyes to teachers and friends, no getting to recognize that it would be our last time in this building. For some, no senior season. For me, it's been so long that a barbershop's been open that you're glad that I have this cap on. But we've all thought about these sad and unfortunate circumstances enough. We need to take the time to look back on our senior year and see the great things that happened before coronavirus. For the first time, our graduating class split into 2 schools. And this made our school spirit higher than ever, as we wanted to be the ones at the best school. By the 3rd day of school, thousands of us piled into Bird's Nest Stadium to see the Cardinals versus the Warhawks, the Battle of the Birds. And let's just say we quickly established our dominance, 72-7. We continued the year by being passionate, engaged, and the best versions of ourselves in the classroom, on the field, and all throughout our communities. We downloaded TikTok and quickly became addicted. We obsessed over Baby Yoda. Somehow mullets came back in style, and we played Animal Crossing and Call of Duty Warzone until our eyes hurt so bad. Being a senior comes with a lot of responsibility. There's a lot of pressure when it comes to thinking about life after high school. And the second someone finds out you're a senior, they always want to ask you about your plans after high school. And whether it was our last game in the B team, our last time dapping up Mr. Clement, or even just the last time enjoying lunch with some friends, we're going to miss it. On a broader scale, however, the class of 2020, we have proven to the world our resilience and ability to adapt to whatever situation by fighting through these specific tough times. We have proven that our ability to grind out senior year of high school from our homes in the midst of a global pandemic will make us successful in the future. I love you, Scott County High School and the class of 2020. Thank you for making our senior year great. And now, I introduce to you your senior class president. He started out at Western Elementary and continued on to Royal Spring Middle School. In addition to being a Grand Titan, he's the former sophomore and junior class president, as well as the president of the National Honor Society. He's a law and justice student at ECS, an awesome tennis and trumpet player, the son of Kunihiro and Satoko Takeda. I present to you President of the Class of 2020, Hayate Takeda.
Good evening, graduates of 2020. 2 days before today, the seniors from Phoenix Horizon Community graduated. Congratulations to them. Then yesterday, the seniors from Greg Crossing High School graduated. Congratulations to them too. And finally, it is our turn. The last day of the week, the last to graduate, because you know what they say, you save the best for last. Now we had quite a year, and to describe our senior year, I believe Charles Dickens couldn't have said any better, that it was the best of times, the worst of times, the age of wisdom, the age of foolishness, the season of hope, the spring of quarantine. We lost prom, spring sports, senior week. Yes, you can say all those and think that it was the worst of times. People may pity us, they may sympathize with us, but we must not forget that it wasn't just the worst of times, it was also the best of times. It was the best of times in that we got great new teachers, new admin, new classes, less people in the hallway, and instead of doing a normal, traditional senior skip day, we did something 30 times better. We did a senior skip month, and the best part is, we still get to graduate. Ask the boomers, not the boomers, your parents, ask your parents or your siblings if they have ever done that in their senior year, because I bet that they haven't. And unlike the past senior classes, we're not being celebrated just by our friends, family, and the school, but we're being congratulated, commemorated by our community, by our nation, and by the world. We, the class of 2020, are a legend, and I bet we will stay a legend. But I also bet that we will face more challenges in the future, whether that be in colleges or universities, the military, or the workforce. Wherever you're going after you graduate, we will face walls of adversity. But may I remind all of you that we are the Cardinals. We have the wings. We are not meant to fall, but we are destined to rise and fly above and beyond the obstacles and ascend to the stars faster, stronger, and higher. Parents and teachers, you may be worried that we may not be ready for the real world, but I believe that's the least of your worry. You see, we're so great that instead of having just one graduation, we might get 2 graduations, virtual and in person, in July, maybe, I don't know, but hopefully, maybe. And that means we get celebrated twice because we were that great. And in our senior year, we had to be split in half into 2 schools because one high school clearly wasn't enough to handle our amazingness. We needed everything to be 2 times better, and so surely we will make the world 2 times better. Lastly, do you all remember our school motto? Because I didn't. I had to look it up actually. What was it again? It was like, be passionate, be engaged, beat the Warhawks. Yeah, that's what it was. Beat the Warhawks. Be passionate, be engaged, beat the Warhawks, be excellent. As students of Scott Kent High School, we were told to be excellent. But no longer will you have to listen to those words. Because after what you have been through and what you have accomplished, you don't need someone else to tell you that you are excellent. And remember that SC is king. So don't look down or your crown will fall. Keep your head up as high as the birds, confident as a king, but humble as a hero. As Charles Dickens once said, it was the best of times, the worst of times. It was a year of despair, but it was also the decade of new hope. And you are that new hope. Best wishes. Thank you.
It is my immense pleasure to be able to introduce this year's valedictorian, Larkin Barnes. Larkin is the middle child of 5 and the son of David and Laylee Barnes. He attended Ann Mason Elementary and then the Providence Montessori Middle School in Lexington before returning to Scott County for high school, where he was in the Biomedical Sciences Village at ECS. Larkin began swimming competitively at the age of 7 and has become a member of the Georgetown Stingrays, Spindletop Barracudas, Georgetown Scott County Sharks, and the Scott County Cardinals swim team. During the summers when he's not at practice, you can find Larkin lifeguarding at the Spindletop pools. In the summer of 2019, Larkin studied business at the Governor Scholar Program at Bellarmine University. When not swimming or studying, Larkin can be found in front of his computer, as he is also an avid video gamer. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the 2020 Scott County High School valedictorian, Larkin Barnes.
When I first found out I was valedictorian, I had no idea what to include in the speech. I did what any of us would have done. I looked it up. The results were all pretty standard. Introduce yourself, say a thank you, etc., etc. To go along with this, my sister really wanted me to put a quote in this speech, so here it is. Be passionate, be engaged, be the best version of yourself, be excellent. I'm not sure exactly who said it or what it means, but take what you want from it. Now that all of that is out of the way, here's what I actually wanted to include in the speech. Good evening, Scott County students and parents. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Larkin Barnes, and I've been honored as Scott County High School's valedictorian this year. I'd like to start by thanking everyone who has helped us all get here. Our teachers, our school staff and faculty, and finally, our family and friends. None of us could have done this without your help and support, and I know many of you are disappointed that we have missed these last 2 months of our senior year and all the big events that would have taken place. We should have been competing in spring sports, dancing at prom, and walking across the stage at graduation together. But instead, we were stuck at home, participating in Zoom meetings and watching TikToks. Obviously, this isn't how any of us pictured our senior graduation, with you all watching a video at home and me giving a speech to Miss Williams holding a camera. But sadly, this is the hand we've all been dealt. However, we shouldn't let this take away from the last 3.5 years we have spent together. All of us have experienced important events in high school that have shaped us and will continue to shape us for the rest of our lives. These events have come in a number of forms from one person to the next. These events could be academic for some and athletic for others. And still for others, it could be making new friends or forming new relationships. No matter what these defining moments have been for each of us these past 4 years, all of us have gained something from our time together. Don't get stuck thinking about these past 2 months, but instead take this time to look back at all the great memories you developed during high school and look towards your future. All of our futures look different, but that doesn't mean that any of us lack the opportunity to leave a legacy. Some of you may have chosen to attend college, others may be going straight into the workforce. Some of you may have chosen to enlist in the military and serve our country, and others may have chosen to go to a trade school and learn a craft. It doesn't matter the choice that you have made for your future, I know we all can do great things. I would now like to take this time to conclude my speech and wish the entire 2020 Scott County High School senior class good luck. Good luck with wherever your future may take you. I can't wait to see what great things you all accomplish. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Frank Howitt. Some might remember me as a past Scott County High School principal. I'm here today to introduce the presentation of a very special honor to a graduating senior, the Marie Jones Service Award. This recognition is given in the memory of a dear colleague, Miss Marie Jones. Marie retired a few years back after 60 years in education. For 58 of those years, she organized and supervised the Scott County High School graduation ceremony and all the related senior class and graduation events. I'll say that again. She ran our graduation for 58 years. Ms. Jones has since passed on after an exemplary life of selfless and energetic service. Several years ago, we started recognizing a graduating senior who shows the same kind of grit and commitment to the service of their school and community as did Marie Jones. As is fitting, this person is recognized during the graduation commencement ceremony that Miss Jones nurtured for more than a half century. The recipient of the Marie Jones Service Award doesn't yet know they're the winner, nor do they know they're a candidate. So this will be a surprise. The Scott County High School class of 2020 is full of accomplished, service-oriented graduates, and so many of you are deserving of recognition. This year, the Marie Jones Service Award is presented to a student who all agree demonstrates the highest ideals of community and school service. This year's winner of the Marie Jones Service Award recipient is Hannah Browning. Hannah is the daughter of Brian and Risa Browning. She has grown up in Scott County and attended Western Elementary and Royal Spring Middle Schools. During her 4 years at Scott County High School, Hannah consistently demonstrated service to her school community. Her involvement in service groups like Link Crew, Dance Team, National Honor Society, SCHS Tour Guides, and Beta Club made a difference to those organizations because Hannah doesn't wait to have someone tell her what needs to be done. She sees needs and jumps in to make good things happen. From volunteering her work within community theaters to decorating the auditorium for the Santa Pageant fundraiser to participating in the Down Syndrome Association of Central Kentucky's fundraiser walks, Hannah finds ways, big and small, to make a difference. Her involvement in service to the arts at Scott County High School has been especially strong. In addition to being a 4-year member of choir, Hannah is a member of Ladies Ensemble and Chamber Singers and has chosen through audition as a master member of the Kentucky Music Educators Association State Choir and the American Choral Directors Association Choir. Her performance of various theater roles for plays and musicals were unforgettable as well. Although Hannah is known for her immense talent in theater and music, as well as her academics and service, if you ask anyone about her, it isn't the honors and accolades they will mention first. Instead, they will tell you about her smile, her optimism, and her enthusiasm. They will tell you that no matter where she is or what she is doing, she'll jump in to help. Anyone who attends school or works in the district knows the laugh and smile of Hannah because she is never seen without them. Moment to moment, Hannah offers her encouragement, time, and talent to anyone in need. With a servant's heart and spirit, Hannah embodies the definition of a servant leader because no job is too small for her to do with joy. So she is this year's Marie Jones Service Award winner because when she leaves us to attend Webster University in St. Louis next year, our community will truly feel the loss of her bright spirit and happy smile. Hannah, we are grateful that we had you as our student and peer these 4 years. You made Scott County High School a better place to be. Thank you. and we wish you the very best in your future.
Before we introduce the graduating class of 2020, we want to take a moment to pause and remember a student who is no longer with us. Please join me in a moment of silence to honor the memory of your classmate, Morgan Penn, who will always be part of the class of 2020. I heard someone say once that the sum of who you are as a person can be tied back or associated with your 3 to 5 greatest associates. Someone else put it this way: each of us has a village comprised of 3 groups that play an important part and distinctive role in contributing to our success. So before I speak to the seniors, I want to ensure that I thank a few groups who have been an important part of contributing to where this senior class is today. Parents, I want to thank you for bringing your children to our school and trusting us with them every single day. Thank you for making the choice to sign on to be a Cardinal. I especially want to thank you for raising an amazing group of people that sit before us today as graduates. This graduating class of 2020 has shown so many positive qualities like determination, integrity, compassion, inventiveness, and grit. And we know this all starts at home. Staff, this is not just about our 12th grade teachers who have taught these students, but it is about the collective effort of all of us. Everyone, from the librarian, school leaders, custodians, bus drivers, secretaries, and teachers in the entire school system who believe in always doing what is best for our students. Your kindness and caring for students as whole people and not as numbers on exams is the reason we have seen these students blossom into excellent leaders. Thank you for always caring about our Scott County High School students. Community and business partners, your commitment to collaborating with the school system to ensure that our students are productive citizens and receive authentic learning experiences when they leave the school walls has been paramount. For many of our students, your programs and facilities are safe places where they have gone to demonstrate their skills and talents, explore their passions, provide for their families, and contribute to making Georgetown the awesome, fast-growing community that it is today. Thank you for always supporting Scott County High School students in any way that you could. Seniors, over your high school career, some of you have experienced loss in your village, a family member, a teacher, a friend. I would like to take this time to provide a moment of silence in recognition of those special people who have passed away but have had a great impact on your lives. Looking out into this empty auditorium today, I am reminded how much things have changed over the last several months. Being here also brings back so many memories. Isn't it amazing how you can hear certain songs, see certain things, or be in certain places, and it immediately evoke a feeling or a memory? It seems like just yesterday, we were right here having a senior class meeting to review the logistics for Adult Day and map out the save the dates for upcoming dates for testing. And right here is where many of you learned for the first time that you were transition ready. This is the place that every summer, as a bandee, you could count on being for pretty much every single waking moment of your life. It's where you took your last bow as an actor or actress in this year's productions. Some of you, as athletes, had the privilege to sit right here and commit to playing at the college of your dreams for signing day. Or maybe you remember drudging through those doors as you had to fill in from the front for a card time presentation or meeting. This senior class has made so many great memories together this year. From planning the canned food drive and pieing me and Clement in the face, to implementing the Ray of Sunshine assembly, or readying your best Macarena that you could muster in those pep rallies whenever the drum line broke out into a cadence. Who knew that days of the week would hold so much importance for you, from those brisk walks down the hallways to make it to class on time, especially on Tackle Tardy Tuesdays, or line dancing with Miss B or Miss A on Two-Step Thursdays. And of course, no one will ever hold a candle to the awesome group renditions of Country Roads and Living on a Prayer, or the epic sway of Cell Phone Lights as you cheered on your peers during Karaoke Fridays. You, as leaders, brought the B team back in full force and faithfully showed up in our student sections to cheer on all of our sports in your neon, red shirts, and yes, your favorite, cowboy boots and hats. I will never forget the goosebumps I felt watching in admiration as you shared your voices with us during the winter choral concert, or how much fun it was to be a surprise guest conductor at the band concert, or just sitting and visiting with Miss Keller's class to hear you share your thoughts on your independent reading, listening in on Mr. Walsh's class as he imparted knowledge and posed a thought-provoking question. The Ag department and the FACT seniors will always hold a special place in my heart, as you ensured that I ate very well this year and broke my commitments to keto through pancakes, cookouts, and just any random time you thought I was hungry. I have appreciated so much every moment that you have invited me into your world. This senior class has experienced so much change within the last couple of years. A school consolidation, a school split, a global pandemic. When the sheer timing of these life circumstances would have made the strongest of people crumble, you, as a class, have continued to adapt. Hold your head high, face those challenges head on, and have resolved to persevere, no matter what. You have discovered new things about who you are and who you want to be as a person. You have taken the time to cultivate the things that you are passionate about. It has been an amazing gift to see you share your passions with the entire school community. As you embark upon this new chapter in your life, amidst a world that is also changing, remember that this is just another defining moment to add to hundreds of defining moments within your lifetime. Throughout your life, there will be experiences, decisions, and interactions with others that will teach you a little bit more about yourself and the person that you want to be, how you want your life to be defined. You've heard me say 1,000 times, be passionate, be engaged, be the best version of yourself, be excellent. As your principal, it is my honor to have started this amazing journey of your senior year with you, and to be here now to impart a few pieces of advice that helped me on my own path that may help you as you move forward. Be passionate. Whatever you choose to do in life, make sure that it's something that you are passionate about and brings you joy. Notice that I said joy and not happiness. You see, happiness is based on your environment. It's based on what's happening around you. But joy is about what's within you. When you make peace with who you are, why you are, and how you are, that's when you have joy. When you're passionate about something, you give it your all. You hone your skills for it. You go above and beyond what is expected. Take time to cultivate your passions. These ultimately become your core values, the things that over time remain constant and define who you are. When life gets tough, these passions will be your anchor, your outlet, your reprieve. Be engaged. Know that life happens. There will be many times of happiness, but there will also be hard times and sometimes times of tragedy. Life won't always go as planned. You may not get the recognition you thought you would. You will make poor choices. There will be heartache. Everyone who is on this journey with you right now may not be down the road. And all of this is okay. Know that even though there are things that are out of your control, what you can control is how you choose to engage. Be involved in doing your part to make a difference. Contribute to making your community a better place. If you commit to something, be all in. Be the best version of yourself. We are all works in progress, and that is exactly the sentiment of this phrase. Being the best version of yourself is simply waking up and committing to being a little bit better today than you were yesterday. It's about having a growth mindset and acknowledging that, yes, I have things that I need to improve upon. And yes, I'm committed to bringing my best self to the table every day. Be excellent. Notice that I didn't say be perfect. If you strive for perfection or are looking for perfection within others, you will always be let down because no one is perfect. What we can commit to doing is taking the artisan approach in our careers, schoolwork, relationships, and just general interactions with others. You see, the artisan is someone who makes a high-quality, distinctive product, usually by hand. Whenever they complete something, they sign their name to it. In everything that you do it with such high quality and class that you would be proud to sign your name to it. Wherever your future leads you, I will be watching and cheering for you. I am looking forward to the updates from your lives and seeing where your education leads. Before you go, though, I want to make sure that I say thank you. Thank you for having such an amazing year and making sure that I also learned from you. If I can inspire others even as half as you have done for me, then I will count that as a success. So as I close, I will leave you with just a few words of wisdom. In the words of your coaches, remember that SC is king. In the words of your teachers, remember, you can do anything that you put your mind to. You signed on to be a Cardinal, which means that you are Cardinal tough. Hashtag C4L. In the words of your principal, be passionate, be engaged, be the best version of yourself, be excellent. And in the words of your entire village, we love you. We are so proud of you. The best is yet to come. Congratulations on your day. Thank you. Dr. Hub, the students before you here today have met all requirements for graduation as set forth by the Kentucky State Department of Education and the Scott County Board of Education. I submit to you the graduating class of 2020.
Marley Desha Abner, Alyssa Faith Adams, Mackenzie Lynn Adams, Savannah Lou Adams, Haley Alexis Addington, Ashley Elizabeth Adkins, Destiny Nicole Adkins, Gavin Scott Lee Allen, Sarah Elizabeth Arnold, Haley Christine Ashmore, Emily Marie Back, Alec Nicole Bailey, Diana Faith Bailey, Kristen Elaine Bailey, Isabella Nicole Baker, Jalen Michael Barker, Jillian Nona Grace Barnes, Larkin Lee Barnes, Mackenzie Taylor Barnes, Thomas Eli Bevan, Hunter Michael Caleb Bennell, Elena Carol Bennett, Brianna Mae Bennett, Emma Catherine Bergman, Kelly Lynn Bevins, Emma Lee Nicole Biddle, Devin Scott Bingaman, Tristan Dion Black, Abigail Jordan Blair, Taylor Deshay Blankenship, Riet Innes Bloomfield, Jenna Lee Boggs, Juliana Rose Bowl, Taryn Dwayne Bowen, Savannah Lane Bradley, Noah Scott Brand, Laurel Rianne Brandenburg, Caleb Stone Brannock, Marta Leticia Bravo Alvarado, Joshua Leonard Breadwood, Paige Mackey Broering, Aaron Mackenzie Brown, Bronson Annis Brown, Jesse Patrick Brown, Hannah Clee Browning, Olivia Valerie Burgess, Dustin Patrick Burnett, Tara Hunter Buddha, Caitlin Lee Bird, Brooks Allen Byrne, Blake Wesley Kane, Alexa Bree Campbell, Alberto Carlos Campos, Zachary Ryan Carlos, Mackenzie Faith Carmack, Megan Elizabeth Carmack, Bryce Allen Carpenter, Jacob Edward Coretti, Stephanie Lynn Carter, Mariona Nicole Castillo, Felicia Juliana Amador Cottle, Corey Allen Cottle, Angelica Claire Chaparro, Keegan A. Christopher, Taryn Kylie Christopher, Addison Blair Clark, Carolyn Grace Kobalewis, Clay Grant Kobalewis, Madison Brianna Coleman, Emma Page Collins, Colton Hamilton Combs, Philip Andrew Cook, Jessie Danielle Cosby, Hannah Alexis Courtney, Rebecca Willow Brooke Covington, Riley James Coy, Jana Kendall Crisp, Nevaeh Elizabeth Cruz, Cameron Leanne Cummings, Amelia Grace Curry, Alexandra Giselle Curtis, Caitlin Hope Dameron, Samuel Roger Daniel, Cameron Ray Darnell, Zachary Peyton Davenport, Morgan Nicole DeFore, Rebecca Rose Demure, Garrett Jacob DeRuiter, Alyssa Nicole Devers, Catlin Marie Diaz, Forrest Trace Dunham, Abigail Nicole Dutra, Alexa Lauren Jakowski, Lakeland Todd Eads, Madison Elizabeth Elam, Silas Ayula Imango, Alexis Page Isham, Allison Joyce Faircloth, Marianne Follis, Sydney Elise Feigenbaum, Michael Stephen Fields. Star Faith Fisher. Alexandra Cassidy Flint. Sierra Nichelle Foley. Lauren Kelly Fox. Macy Elizabeth France. Melissa Victoria France. Michael Stephen France. Rachel Harp French. Kayla Elizabeth Fryman. Adrian Jesus Garcia. Candelaria Isabel Garcia Kumats. Anthony Joseph Garner. Philip Spencer Garner. Samuel Richard Garrison. Bryson Dale Gibson. Jasmine Aurelia Giddings. Ashanti Sine Givens. Sydney Elizabeth Glenn. Marisol Gomez. Caden Mackenzie Graham. Daniel James Greenwell. Maximus Xavier Griffith. Joshua Ethan Grizzle. Riley Elizabeth Grove. Aaron Antonian Guest. Brianna Lee Gunter. Ellery Aiden Hadaway. Andrew Layton Hall. Brooklyn Page Hall. Morgan Dale Hambrick. Nasim Naji Hamdia. Faith Amber Rose Hamilton. Taryn Javon Hamilton. Tamay Hampapuram. Tapan Hampapuram. Emily Rachel Harbison. Cheney Evan Harris. Jillian Casey Harris. Rihanna Marie Hatter. Tristan Alexander Haynes. Callie Renee Haywood. Madison Chantal Hepp. Abigail Grace Harold. Mariah Lynn Harold. Zachary Clark Hewlett. Jordan Danielle Hill. Isaac Neil Hillard. Autumn Carolyn Holder. Anna Elizabeth Holmes. Truman Clay Holmes, Austin Max Holt, Blake Mackenzie House, Lillian Amanda Hughley, John Talbot Hewlett, Henry Thomas Hurt, Casey James Huston, Tip Russell Inman, Wilson Andrew Insco, Jocelyn Shea Jackson, Natasha Ruth Marie Jadek, Jade Yeron Jenkins, Jamaria Damone Jenkins, Allison Taylor Johnson, Caleb Asher Johnson, Michael Kaufman Johnson, Cal Jacob Jones, Haley Renee Jones, Cody Stephen Carr, Maya Lee Cash, Caleb Thomas William Keller, Victoria Page Kelly, Tebrin Kirby Kessner, Daniel Morgan Coombs, Brandon Aaron Kuwation, Kalyani Anik Lane, Aristides Laviena Reyes, Araya Marie Lawson, Aaron Thomas Leake, Lydia LaKayla Ledette, William Braden Obrot Lee, Samuel Gregory LeCue, Max Alexander Lester, Geneva Marie Lingerfelt, Hunter Lee Linville, Gage Cooper Looney, Madison Elise Love, Maxwell Frank Lowry, Jenna Marie Luke, Madison Hope Lumpkins, Alexandra Marie Lunger, Carissa Danielle Lusk, Dylan Chase Madden, Alexander Dean Malone, Nicholas Enrique Malwenda, Taylor Gomez Montujano, Diana Laura Marquez Campos, Jacob George Martinez, Nikita Angelique Martinez, Johnny Austin May, Jessica Lillian McLean, Micah Braden McClave, Gabrielle McCone, Maria Hope McIntosh, Devin Ryan McIntyre, Cade Hampton McKee, Riley Nicole Meredith, Savannah Rosemary Merriman, Colton Keikoa Makimo Moret, Brett David Mickey, Riley Drew Mills, Elizabeth Sarah Mook, Elijah Terry Muddyman, Crispin Mudacreza, Jonathan Andrew Mullins, Caitlin Elizabeth Mullins, William Lee Mullins, Almetian Cachet Murphy, Haley Elaine Napier, Carly Aaron Necessary, Abigail Rose Nelson, Michael Scott Newton, Bradley Joseph Lawrence Nickel, Grace Louise Nicodemus, James Alexander Nikolich, Michael Patrick O'Brien, Casey Marie O'Connell, Janet Cruz Ojeda, Ivory Irene Ortiz, Sage Delancey Osborne, Ryan Joseph Oster, Michaela Danielle Ott, Haley Nicole Palmer, Emily Robin Parker, Christian Alexander Patton, Christopher Pavan Perez, John Thomas Payne, Faith Rainey Pierce, Griffin Brady Penn, Amaya Adair Perrin, James Warren Phillips, Mackenzie Nicole Pike, Ellie Reese Powell, Caitlin Morgan Power, Aaron Gregory Prater, Abigail Corinne Preston, Dominic Anthony Pulliam, Caitlin Marie Purcell, Braden Christopher Rashall, Dylan Scott Ray, Elijah Reed. Rylan Todd Reed. Rebecca Ashlyn Reeves. Savannah Dean Reeves. William Schuyler Reeves. Carson Lott Reynolds. Jace Wendell Rodas. Morgan Michaela Rice. Lydia Marie Rigney. Taylor Kristen Roach. Raquel Rodriguez Diaz. Kelly Elizabeth Rohr. Abigail Nicole Romero Sparks. Austin Taylor Rutledge. Samantha Leanne Salee. Peyton Robert Saunders. Cameron Elise Schmidt. Haley Elizabeth Scott. Madison Page Scott. Cole Andrew Scott Thayer. Darren Latera Seals. Tiffany Madison Seat. Devin Elizabeth Sell. Haley Brooke Sexton. Donovan Ray Shackelford. Morgan Elizabeth Shoemate. Joseph Weston Seiler. Sierra Ray Lee Simpson. Justin Cole Skelton. Lauren Nicole Skinner. Kalena Slaughter. Sarah Elizabeth Sloan. Brendan Lee Smith. Asaya Marie Smith. Luke McCalla Smith. Valerie Sue Smith. William Tyler Smith. Hunter Wade Solomon. Jalen Alexander Soto. Lily Ann Southworth. Trevor Andrew Southworth. Emily Rose Spohr. Tajan LeBryan Stakelin. Tanner Reese Stanley. Lakin Elizabeth Steffen. Makaya Nicole Stevens. Sean Michael Stevens. Braden Cameron Stevenson. Russell Dylan Stinnett. Allison Nicole Sturgill. Isabella Rose Dorton Sturgill. Zoe Isabella Tackett. Hayate Takeda. Tatum Elizabeth Tate. Austin Blake Taylor. Caitlin Hope Taylor. Austin Carter Thomas. Castle Colton Ray Thomas. Abigail Marie Thompson. Kimberly Gabriella Tobias Chavez. Peyton McKenna Towry. Garrett Allen Tracy. Logan D. Tucker. Madison Nicole Tucker. Riley Claire Tull. Luke Matthew Turner. Kylie Amara Tykilla. Emily Grace Van Zandt. Eric Stephen Vandermarleer. Angela Velasco Monterrubio. Avery Elizabeth Wagner. Caitlin Ann Walker. Oliver Brendan Warnke. Alexandra Grace Wesley. Odwin Wayne White. Haley Dawn White. Lindsay Nicole Whittick. Anna Kate Wiggins. Megan Christine Wilkinson. Caleb Donovan Williams. Malia Omre Williams. Sydney Haven Willis. Cody Allen Ray Wilson. Nicholas William Wilson. James Ambrose Wireman. Oria Vian Young.
Class of 2020, the moment is now. If you'll join me in the moving of the tassel.